Welcome to Common Sense. I'm William Ferguson. And tonight, just about the only thing that's being talked about is Kim Jong un and his nuclear capabilities and his willingness to do something that has no sense whatsoever. What I don't understand is why is he doing this? Nobody is behind him on this. Well, maybe ISIS or the Taliban or whoever else. They might be behind him on this. But other than that, nobody. And the thing is, why is he poking at the United States? Why? Does he want to start a war? Or but if he starts a war, of what good does that do? None. That doesn't do any good. And it's not just the United States that's in on this, okay? We have allies all over the place. So, I don't get it. Strategically, we rule, okay? Um, I can imagine we have more ships in the Sea of China. We've got military bases all over the West Pacific. Um, Not to mention our ability to reach that far, even from the United States, with our bombers. So, so why does he want to do this? It's the most stupid thing I have ever heard of. Because he's got no allies. He's got nobody backing him up. He can't even feed his own people. He can't even feed his army. So why? Is he that insane? Can he not think with common sense and say, you know, if I push this just a little too far, they're going to turn my little country into a big parking lot or a giant ashtray or what have you. It's not going to exist anymore. Now, the best idea I've heard so far is to combine the two Koreas. Get rid of the communist regime Korea, North Korea, and incorporate South Korea into North Korea and run it out of Seoul, South Korea. That makes sense because then you will build allies and allies will help you. Embargoes will stop. Any kind of humanitarian help you'll get. There's just a wide range of everything that will be at your disposal. But this childish playground behavior of, ooh, I'm going to bully you, this is not going to work. All the sanctions that are on you right now, and it's not just the United States that have put these sanctions on you. There are a lot of countries they don't want anything to do with you because of your attitude. And that's the way it's going to go until either you concede and say, all right, look, I'm going to go ahead and step down. My regime is going to step down. And I am going to turn North Korea over to South Korea. And we will all come together. We'll work it out. We'll work together globally. And we'll get things going again. Or you press war. Okay? You press the war button and look. I am a United States Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. You don't lose it. And I was stationed at one time in South Korea. South Korea is a beautiful country. It really is. So why do you want to do this? It's nothing but death and destruction. But we Americans, we really don't have that much fear of you. I'm sure you can't come up with enough missiles to break through a missile defense system. You're a poor country. So it's just absolute nonsense what you're doing. And common sense says, let's live in peace. Let's just do what we have to do and live in peace. And to the Americans that watch this and listen to this, we have nothing to be afraid of. Really, we don't. As long as we still have God on our side, we have nothing to be afraid of. Donald Trump, the president, he's a good man, he's a smart man, he has surrounded himself with excellence, especially when it comes to the military. I've heard military leaders and ex-military leaders speaking on what we should do, and their suggestions are avoid war at all costs. However, if it comes to war, and it's not our decision, you could blame us from here to hell and back. It's not our decision if there is a war. If there is a war, you are the one that decided to do it, Kim Jong-un. So, there you go. And that's all for now. Let's pray for our military leaders, especially for our president, that the right thing will be done. Thank you for watching.